Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. We're doing algebraic expressions, chapter 11, exercise 11C. Exercise 11C is on page number 151. The first question is the multiple choice type. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. So we have to work this out and the answer is one of these options that are given to us. So let us work this out. So here we have x minus y and this is under the bar bracket. Whenever we have brackets, that has to be worked out first. So here we have only the bar bracket. That means what do we have underneath that? X minus y. That has to be worked out before we remove the bar bracket. Now x and y are unlike terms. So you cannot minus them and get a single term. So it has to be left as it is. But before we remove the bracket, see what sign is there before the bracket. We have a minus sign. That means the sign of these two terms inside will change. And plus doesn't have a sign, so it's understood it is the x doesn't have a sign, it's understood it's a plus sign. So now plus will change to minus and minus will change to plus. So let's write this now. X, instead of writing plus x, we're going to write minus x, and then minus y will now become plus y. So now we have removed a bar bracket. Now here let's see what we have. Here we have x minus x. X minus x is 0, so this gets cancelled. And what is left is only plus y or simply y. Now which one of these is plus y? Option C. Option C, the answer is y. So this is our answer. Question 2, we have in brackets 5x minus 4y minus 5y minus 4x. Again, since they are unlike terms, we can't get a single answer from here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove all brackets. So what do we have? Now the question given to us is 5x minus 4y minus 5y minus 4x. So now let's remove brackets. So this is going to be 5x minus 4y. And here, before we remove the brackets, let's look at the sign here. It's minus. Minus into plus. Here it will be plus is minus. Then minus into minus is plus 4x. So now let's get the like terms together. We have 5x here and 4x. Let's get them together. 5 plus 4 is 9x. Now let's take the y's. Here we have minus 4y minus 5y. Signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we add 4 plus 5 is 9, 9y. Now can you see 9 is common to both? So I can put 9 here and put the rest of it in brackets, x minus y. Now here if I have to multiply this, 9 into x is 9x minus 9 into y is 9y. So I can put it in this form, 9 into x minus y. So let's see which of our answers is correct here. Option A says 9 into x minus y. We have the same answer. So option A is the correct answer. So question 3 is given here. Let's write down that question in the working column. So x into y minus x minus y, which is under the bar bracket. So now first we have to remove the bar bracket. So let's begin. So here we have x, we have the parentheses, we'll leave it as it is, y minus x. Now before we remove the bar bracket, let's see the sign before it. So based on the sign, the signs of all these will change. So this is a plus sign. It will become minus. So that is minus x and minus y will become plus y. So now let's take all the like terms together and see what we get. Here we have y and y. So there are two y's. So we can say 2y. Then let's look at the x. We have minus x here and minus x here. That means minus 1 minus 1. So when signs are the same, we put the same sign and we add 1 plus 1 is 2, 2x. So here, now look carefully and see children. Here we have 2y and here we have 2x. What is common to both? The number here, the number that is 2 here is common to both. That means I can take it and put it outside along with the x here. I can take this 2 because it's common to both and I can put it here. So when I put it there, it becomes 2x. So inside I don't write the 2. I leave out the 2 and now what will I have? Y minus x because I have put the 2 outside. So this is my answer. Now let's see which option is this. 2x outside and within brackets y minus x. So here we have 2x but it is x minus y. Here it is 2x, y minus x. It's the same answer as this. So this is the answer that we got. So option B is the correct answer. Question 4, let's work this out here. So in parentheses, we have 2x minus y plus 2x minus y under the bar bracket. So when you have brackets, the first bracket that has to be removed is the bar bracket according to Bodmer's. So we're going to remove this. So before that, see what you have. The sign that you have before the bar bracket is a plus sign. That means no change in the sign of these terms inside. So let's write that. So this is 2x minus y plus 2x minus y. Now let's remove these parentheses. Again, here there's a plus sign before it, so no change in any of these terms inside. So this is 2x minus y plus 2x minus y. Let's take the like terms. Here we have 2x plus 2x. 2 plus 2 is 4. Then let's take the y terms. Now here we have minus y, that is minus 1y. And here also we have minus 1y. So signs are the same, so we put the same sign and we add. So we put the minus sign, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2y. So this is the answer, 4x minus 2y. And which option is that? Look at option D, it's 4x minus 2y. So this is our answer, answer D. Question 5. Now let's work this out and see what our answer is. So let's write down the question. So that is x into y minus z plus y into z minus x minus z into y minus x. So let's work this out. So I hope all of you remember the multiplication. We multiply with this first and then with this. So x into y is xy and x into z is xz. So that's minus xz. Now we go on to the next part, do the multiplication here. Y into z is yz. So that is plus y z, then we write minus y into x is minus yx or xy. Now let's go to the last part here. Here we have minus z into y minus zy. So let's write that. I'll write it here, minus zy, and then we multiply minus z into minus x, minus into minus is plus. So that is plus zx or xz. Okay, now let's look for the like terms here. Here we have an xy and here we have a minus xy. So this is plus, this is minus, that means it gets cancelled. So xy is cancelled. Now here we have xz minus xz and here we have a plus xz. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So this also gets cancelled. Then here we have a plus yz. Here also we have a minus yz. We can put this as yz also. So plus and minus again gets cancelled. So finally here what do we have? We have 0 as our answer. So which of these options is 0? Option A, the answer is 0. So option A is our answer. Now look carefully and see, we have different operations and we also have brackets. And the brackets here are the curly brackets and the parentheses. And parentheses has to be removed first. So we're going to begin this by removal of this. Okay, so let's begin. Everything else will remain the same. So a square minus 2a plus, and then we have the curly brackets. So draw the curly brackets. Inside that we have 5a square. Now we're going to remove these brackets. So whenever you remove brackets, remember, first thing you do is work out what's inside if it is possible. And secondly, see the sign before it. If the sign before it is minus, remember the sign of everything inside changes. Now look at this carefully. This is 3a and this is 4a square. So they are unlike terms. That means you cannot subtract unlike terms. So this will remain as it is. You cannot simplify this further. So we are going to remove the brackets. So this time what we're going to do is follow the sign before it. It's subtraction. So we're going to change the sign of everything inside. 3a has a plus sign. Is understood? Now we're going to change it to a minus sign. So that becomes minus 3a and minus 4a square will now become plus 4a square. So let's write that. So plus 4a square. So we have removed the common brackets, but the curly brackets are still there. 1 plus 9 is 10. So this becomes 10a square. So let's write that 10a square. Now let's look at the a's. Minus 2a minus 3a. Signs are the same. So we can put the same sign and add 2 plus 3 is 5, 5a. So now what do we have? We have 10a square minus 5a. We cannot subtract these two because they are unlike terms. This is a square, this is a. So this is our final answer. 10a square minus 5a. Question 2. Now look carefully at all the operations. Now there are brackets also. So what are the brackets? Here we have curly brackets. Here we have common brackets, and here we have a bar bracket and again curly brackets. So what and all do we have? We have the bar, the common or the parenthesis, and the curly bracket. The bar bracket has to be worked out first. So let's write everything else and remove the bar brackets. So x minus y minus, then we have the curly bracket, x minus y minus, we have the common or the parenthesis, y. Now we're going to remove the bar bracket. Now look at this carefully. You have a bar bracket, but before the bracket you have a minus sign. So we follow the same rule which says if you have a minus sign before a bracket, the sign of everything inside will change. That means x is actually plus, isn't it? Because x minus y is what is under the bar bracket. Let me write it here. X minus y is under the bar bracket. Now this is exactly like in case you have common brackets and you have a minus sign before it, what will you do? You will change the signs, isn't it? So this will become plus x and this will become minus y as it is. Now if you have to remove the brackets, what will it become? Plus will become minus and minus will become plus. It's the same thing in the case of a bar bracket. If you have a minus sign before it, okay, now suppose we have a minus sign before it, the sign of all these will change. So this becomes minus x plus y. So this is what we need to write here. So that is minus x plus y, and we have removed the bar bracket. Let's put back the curly bracket. So now what do we have? We have the curly bracket and the parenthesis. So the parenthesis has to be removed next. So this is what we have to do. So everything else remains as it is. X minus y minus, you have the curly bracket, x minus y. Now we're going to remove the parenthesis. X plus y, they are unlike terms, so we can't add. So now let's look at the sign before the bracket. It's minus. So this will change to minus x minus y, and we've removed the parenthesis, and we continue with the rest of it as it is and close the curly brackets. Now we only have the curly bracket left. So we're going to simplify what is inside the curly bracket to remove it. So before that, whatever we have will remain as it is. So let's write x minus y first. So that will be x minus y. Now I'm going to take what is inside this and I'm going to write it here. Okay, so let's write that x minus y minus x minus y minus x plus y. So we have some like terms here. So let's see what are the like terms. We have x minus x minus x. So x and minus x will get cancelled. So let's cancel that. So what is left is only this minus x. So let's write minus x. Now let's look at the y's. Here we have minus y plus y. I can cancel 1 minus y and 1 plus y. So minus y plus y is cancelled. So what is left is only this minus y. So let me write it here, minus y. So I have simplified this and I have got minus x minus y. But there is a sign before that. And what is a sign before that? It is minus. So let me simply put this within common brackets to make you understand. So now let's change the sign of all the terms inside. So that becomes plus x plus y. So let me write that here. So what we have done is we've simplified this part and we've got plus x plus y, which we can write here. So that is plus x plus y. Now here also we have like terms. What are the like terms? X plus x. That is 1 plus 1. X plus x is 2x. 2x. So this we have finished. We finished doing x plus x. Let's look at the y's. This is minus y plus y, which is 0. So it gets cancelled. So our final answer is only 2x. Question 3. Now here we have common brackets, curly brackets, and inside the curly brackets we have common brackets again. So first let's work out these common brackets here that we have here. So let's finish with this first. So here it is minus 3 into this, isn't it? That means minus 3 into each term inside. So first minus 3 into 1. Minus 3 into 1 was minus 3 itself. Then minus 3 into minus x square, minus into minus is plus 3x square. Then let's write everything else as it is, minus 2, and inside the curly brackets we have x square minus, we have the common brackets, 3 minus 2x square, close the common bracket, close the curly bracket. Now we only have the curly brackets, so we have to simplify what's inside. We're going to work out the common brackets here. That means we have to do 3 minus 2x square. Everything else remains as it is, so let's write that. So this is minus 3 plus 3x square minus 2. Then we continue with the curly brackets, x square. Now let's look and see what's inside the parenthesis because we're going to remove it. Now 3 minus 2x square, we cannot do anything because they're unlike terms. So let's look at the sign before that, it's minus, and change all the signs inside. So that is minus 3 plus 2x square. So we've removed the parenthesis, put back the curly brackets. Now we need to work out what is within the curly brackets. That is x square minus 3 plus 2x square. Let's write that here. X square minus 3 plus 2x square. So like terms are there, x square and 2x square. When you add it up, you get 3x square minus 3. So now here let's write that inside the brackets. So minus 3 plus 3x square minus 2. I'm going to still put the curly brackets. 3x square minus 3, close the curly brackets. Now we have to remove the curly brackets by multiplying it with minus 2. So each term inside will be multiplied by minus 2. So this will be minus 3 plus 3x square. Then we do minus 2 into 3x square first. So the sign is minus, 2 3s are 6, 6x square. Now we multiply minus 2 into minus 3. Minus into minus is plus, 2 3s are 6. Now you can remove the brackets. Now let's work on the like terms. Here we have minus 3 and we have plus 6. So we can work on these. Signs are different. So let's put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. Again we have like terms, 3x square and minus 6x square. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3x square. So what is your answer? 3 minus 3x square. So here we have curly brackets, the parenthesis and the bar bracket. So the bar bracket has to be done first. So let's begin. So this is 2 into m minus 3 into n plus. Now what is within the bar brackets here is m minus 2n, which cannot be simplified further. So we write it as it is, m minus 2n. So we can remove that, put back the common bracket and the curly bracket. Now we need to work out what is within the common brackets. So let's do that. Let's write 2 into m minus 3. So first let's work out what is within inside and then only we can remove. So here we have n minus 2n. That is 1 minus 2. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it is 1n or minus n. M we write it as it is. Now close the bracket. Close the curly bracket, and now we are going to work out what is within this. So everything else we write as it is. 2 into m minus, now let's be careful here, minus 3 into minus n. This is what we are doing, minus 3 into minus n. Minus into minus is plus, so this is plus. 3 into n is 3n. Then we multiply minus 3 into plus m. The sign is minus. 3 into m is 3m. So now we can remove the parenthesis and put the curly brackets. Now we're going to remove the curly brackets by multiplying 2 into each term inside. So first multiply 2 into m. Now that there is another way of doing it. Let's work out what is inside this. Okay, so here we have m and minus 3m. So we can work that out. So let's write this again. 2 and then m minus 3m. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2m. Then we write plus 3n, close bracket. So now the multiplication becomes easier. So multiply 2 into minus 2m. So 2 2s are 4. The sign is minus 4m. Then multiply 2 into plus 3n. The sign is plus, 2 3s are 6, 6n. So this is our answer, minus 4m plus 6n. Question 5. So again, we have the square bracket, the curly bracket, the common bracket, and the bar bracket. So the bar bracket has to be done first. So let's do that. That means everything else will remain the same. So 3x minus, we have the square bracket. So 3x minus, we have the curly bracket. 3x minus, we have the common brackets, 3x. Now we're going to remove the bar bracket. So under that we have 3x minus y, which we can't simplify further because there are unlike terms. So now look at the sign before this bracket. You have a minus sign. So the sign of both these terms will change. So plus 3x will now become minus 3x and this becomes plus y. So minus 3x plus y. So we remove the bar bracket. Let's close the parenthesis, the curly bracket. Again 3x minus, now here we're going to work this out, 3x minus y, you cannot simplify it further. So we change the signs because we have a minus sign here. So plus 3x becomes minus 3x and minus y becomes plus y. So we've removed the curly brackets. Now we have only the square bracket left, so we have to work out what is inside this. So here before that we have 3x. Now inside what do we have? 3x minus 3x. That will get cancelled, isn't it? That will get cancelled. Now we have only plus y. Now we are going to remove the square bracket. So what is the sign before that? We have minus. So plus y will now become minus y. So what is our answer? 3x minus y is our final answer. Question 6. Here what do we have? We have curly brackets, we have the parenthesis and we have the bar bracket. So bar bracket has to be removed first, that is this. So let's begin. P square x minus 2 and then curly bracket px minus 3x into x square. Now we're going to remove this, the bar bracket. We cannot simplify it further. So look at the sign before that, minus. So 3a minus x square, the sign will change. 3a becomes minus 3a and minus x square becomes plus x square. Now close the common bracket or the parenthesis and then the curly bracket. Now what do we have to do? We have to remove the parenthesis. What is within inside this? We have to simplify. This is the next one. So everything else remains as it is. So that is p square x minus 2 curly brackets px minus 3x. Now what is inside? We have x square plus x square, which makes it 2x square. So let's continue with the brackets. 2x square minus 3a, close this. Now what do we have to do? We have to simplify this, which we cannot. So we straight away do the multiplication of minus 3x into each term inside. So here you write p square x minus 2 curly brackets px. Now we are going to multiply minus 3x into each term. So the sign is minus. 3 into 2 is 6, x into x square is x to the power of 3. Now we multiply minus 3x into minus 3a. Minus into minus is plus. 3 3s are 9. X into a is xa or ax if I write it in alphabetical order. And then close the brackets. The next step is we have to work out what has been inside this. We have to simplify this. So here let's see. We're going to write p square x. Now inside this, what can you simplify? They're all unlike terms, so you cannot simplify them. They will remain as it is. So we're going to multiply minus 2 into each term inside. So first minus 2 into px. The sign is minus, the number is 2. Px is same thing, px, or you can write xp. Since we started with px, we'll leave it as it is. Then minus 2 into minus 6x. Minus into minus is plus. 2 6's are 12 and we have x cube. Then here what do we have? Minus 2 into plus 9ax. Minus into plus is minus. 2 9's are 18 and we have ax. Now let's look at these and see whether we have any like terms so that we can simplify. Here we have p square x, which we don't have, px, which we don't have, x cube also we don't have. So they're all by themselves. That means they're all unlike terms. We cannot simplify further. So this will be our final answer. Question 7. Square bracket, curly bracket, parenthesis and the bar bracket. So let's simplify the bar bracket first. This has to be done first. So this will be 2 into 6 plus 4 curly bracket m minus 6 into 7. Now we are going to work out what is inside, isn't it? Now n plus p, they are unlike terms. You can't simplify. So look at the sign before that. It's minus, so change the sign of n plus p. So n will become minus n and p will become minus p. So we are going to close the common brackets. Then what is left is plus q and close brackets. Now the next thing that we need to do is we have to remove the parenthesis. So here we need to work out what's within this. So let's write 2 into 6 plus 4 into m minus 6. Now here what do we have inside? 7 minus n minus p. We cannot simplify it. So now we are going to multiply 6 into each term inside. Okay, so let's remove the 6 from here. Let's multiply and write the answer here. So what do we get? So first thing here is minus 6 into 7. The sign is minus. 6 sevens are 42. Then we are going to multiply minus 6 into minus n. Minus into minus is plus. 6 into n is 6n. Then multiply minus 6 into minus p. Minus into minus is plus. 6 into p is 6p. So we've removed the parenthesis. Let's write the rest as it is. So here we have plus q. The next thing to do is simplify what is within the curly brackets. So let's write 2 into 6 plus 4 into, now inside, let's see what we can do inside. As you can see, they're all unlike terms, so we can't simplify. That means we're going to multiply straight away with 4 plus 4 into each term inside. That means first we have to do 4 into m. So let's remove this and write that 4 into m is 4m. So plus 4m. So we finished with that. Now let's multiply 4 into minus 42. It's minus 42 into 4 is 168. Now we multiply 4 into plus 6n. So the sign is plus. 4 6's are 24. That's n. Multiply now 4 into 6p. 6p, that is the sign is plus. 6 4's are 24 and p. Then multiply it with plus q. So what do we have? Plus 4q. So now we have removed the curly brackets. Now we have to simplify what's inside this. Let's look carefully and see. We have 6, then 4m, we don't have another m, we have minus 168. So these are two like terms, 6 and minus 168. So let's write that 2 into 6 minus 168, put the sign of the bigger number, 162. Now here we have 4m, we don't have another m, no n, p and q, so we write everything else as it is. So this is plus 4m plus 24n plus 24p plus 4q. Now when we open, we have to multiply 2 with each term inside. So first let's multiply 2 with 162. The sign is minus. 2 into 162 is 324. Then 2 into plus 4m plus 2 fours are 8, 8m. Then multiply that with 24n. So 24 into 2 is 48, so that is plus 48n. Multiply it with 24p, it's plus 48p. And then the last one, multiply it with 4q. 2 fours are 8, so 8q. So here, all these are unlike terms, so we cannot work on those. So this will be our answer. So you can rewrite your answer by putting only this minus 134 at the end, or you can leave it as it is. So this is the answer to question 7. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.